what it is.
What's up?
You got your person in the cut.
God damn.
Oh, you guys hear that harmony? Did you guys hear that harmony? I love to hear it. Welcome to another episode of Sisterhood of the Traveling Go. My name is Mbuso.
My name is Sinisipo.
And my name is Mbuso.
Aibo. Give us 3 seconds to introduce you. Okay, so introduce yourself.
Yes.
My bad, OG.
Okay, do you want to do a quick intro?
No,
Exactly. Yeah.
Hello, guys. Come on, Mbuso. And welcome to the podcast.
Yes, we've got a guest today.
This is our second guest, even though I think our first guest episode got lost.
Yeah, we need to drop
somewhere.
it one of these
But
days.
this one might come out before that one.
Yeah, actually.
But we've got Mbuso today. Mbuso, please tell us about yourself.
So,
Why do you think you deserve this job?
Quickly.
first of all, I'm a fourth generation Johannesburg, and that is very important for people to know. Secondly, in the fly, man, I'm hot, I'm talented, I'm tall.
I should discriminate.
Exactly. You're
Sorry.
literally here with two short people.
You know what?
And then
That is
you are just
so real.
emphasizing.
So a lot of your identity is anchored around being tall.
No, a lot of my identity is anchored around being a Joburg babe. Imagine Joburg at its very core, the good, the bad, and sometimes the grimiest.
Lord,
That is you.
That is me.
I love Joburg, so I love you.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of Joburg, actually, we mourn the loss of somebody who was really iconic, to the city. I think if you were on social media, even before you saw this Johannesburg through her.
Yes.
So rest in peace to Maria McCloy.
Yeah.
Such an icon. I mean, one of the reasons we love Joburg so much.
Yes, and I think it calls for a time to reflect on what can we give to the city in our own personal capacity.
Yeah.
I think it's been really wonderful to see all the tributes that are coming in and to see the consistency of the messages.
Yeah.
Like to be able to have witnessed someone live their life so authentically, like that everyone is saying the same thing in terms of the experience of them. And I think that's such a beautiful life, really, really well lived and well shared.
Yeah.
And not shared in the sense that we got to witness her life or some people got to be around her, but shared in the sense that she created and added to so many people's lives by sharing her resources, her spaces. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. So
it is a bit sad, to be honest, because I think I was having this conversation earlier where I tweeted that the last real person in Joburg is gone. As a person in the creative industry in the city, and as a person who's trying to grow and develop within that industry, losing an icon like Maria quite sucks.
Sure.
I do not want to lie. Like, the city is motherless.
Yeah. We're left with gatekeepers now.
Oh, wow.
But
Anyway. Sending love to everybody.
Yes. Everyone was
guys.
close to her. Everyone was impacted by her work. I think the one thing we can say is thank you.
Yes.
And then we can go out there and look for ways that we can practice being our authentic selves in a way that makes those around us better, and makes the city that has done so much for all of us a better place.
Absolutely.
Mbuso, you said something. You're a fourth generation Johannesburg girl.
Johannesburg.
Fourth generation. I think before we even get into the episode, that is intriguing for me because I think I qualify as I don't know if I qualify as second generation because my dad sort of cut his teeth in the city, and then obviously it was easier for me to move up here. But I think maybe people who are born here after their parents were born here would count as second generation.
Yes, they would, for sure.
I'm still Mkaya.
Yeah. Oh no, I am.
I'm still Mkaya.
No, so with us, it's a bit crazy because my great grandfather was born here.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Or it's either my great grandfather or my grandfather was born here, but this is also in the 20s. My dad was born here. I was born here. So 4 generations of our family have been in the city. Utamkhulu before he died could still when he was still not blind, could still combat in Dlagokwabe Good Street.
Wow.
Sophia Town. He could still say, but this is where I come from. I think it was known as Western Native Township or Sophia Town, one of the two. But yeah, that's how far back my family.
So
my family
before
has been,
apartheid, your family was
before
here.
Apartheid, for sure. Before apartheid, the discovery of Joburg, my family was here, and I think there's got an end of always where they call this place Plaza Ligabani, because that's how they knew it.
And this is quite interesting, and it has absolutely nothing to do with the episode. We're gonna digress like crazy.
Sorry, guys.
But I just find that extremely interesting in terms of how you situate yourself in this city, and the sense of belonging that you have towards it.
I'm very sensitive about the city, actually. If there's one place that I really do love, it's anywhere before Colette Drive.
Okay.
I am too committed to places that are before Colette Drive, because I think if we let the city go, we're letting everything go.
Absolutely.
And abanye bethu abanawo amakhaya.
Yes, this is your kaya.
Now because of mama.
Yes, but this
other
is
than
your
that,
kaya.
this is my kaya.
home,
If I said that I was going home, where I am getting buried is here. Where I speak to my ancestors is here. Avalon.
And that's valid.
Literally, Avalon napina se la lenga se Westbury.
Forest Hill all the way.
Yeah, we've got our own family one just outside.
So it's like
I don't know cemeteries.
No, so legit, guys.
That's amazing. I think we need to come back. And speak about the city, what it's given us as people from outside, but also
and
getting an understanding from you as someone who's 4 generations in.
Yeah, and considering the stereotype, I mean, we all know how it is.
People.
You come from outside of Joburg, and Joburg changes you, and all of that. As people who
it
have
would be
come
really interesting to hear someone who's been here.
Yeah,
and you've been here.
Been here.
No, so there's that whole notion of Joburg people. You guys are giving us a horrible name. Please behave.
Hey boo.
Okay,
must digress. Second generation. Okay, let's digress.
Must digress. So
actually, speaking of Johannesburg, that's four generations in Johannesburg. That's 4 generations having experienced these Joburg winters.
This Joburg winter.
These Joburg winters.
For sure.
Brutal winters. And speaking of
Joburg winters, so today I get the privilege as someone who's been excommunicated, exiled from the streets, to actually speak with people who are actively in the streets, to give us a care pack in terms of how to deal with the Joburg winter from a relational perspective.
Firstly, I want to say, this is not my brand.
What's not your brand?
I'm for the streets. It's not my brand.
Who are you trying to?
When last were you in a relationship?
I was never in a relationship.
Shout out.
But that thing that you told me about the one time.
Oh, that one mistake.
They don't count.
Oh no, that was a mistake.
Okay, we get to choose our relation. Okay.
It happened accidentally, and I will say to him, if he's watching this,
get him.
I thought we don't like them.
I thought we were gonna bounce. I'm ready.
If it was a mistake, you want to repeat it.
We haven't finished.
First of all, repeat offenders.
You see, and this is we need to talk about that. That unfinished business shit.
All of this, okay.
Yes.
First? Let's establish.
Yes.
What are? I'm Oprah today.
Anchor the episode.
I'm
Tell us
Oprah
about,
today because not I would not even know how to navigate the streets. I think if my relationship were to end right now, I would literally just take a break and focus on raising my child because I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared. And before I used to think, moms are lying, or no, your moms need companionship. I'm so scared of the men out there right now. I'm scared of the men and the man in there. So imagine those out there. But anyway, what are your relationship, love situations right now? I'll start with Mbuso.
Wow. I'm single. I'm single.
Are you ready to mingle? It depends on the kind of
it
mingle.
depends on the mingling.
Okay, let's define the mingle.
I mean, we can hang out. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I got out of one not too long ago.
You said it like I got saved.
No, listen, I left one. I willingly left one, not too long ago. And I'm not really the type to be like, no, I need to stop and heal and like, before I can move on. I'm ready to move on. I'm not gonna lie.
On to the next
I'm
one.
ready to mingle. I just don't like what's out there.
Okay. Pocket. Mbuso. Kwenzakalani?
Oh, wow. The situations at the current juncture. No, it's just like two situations. One is being put on ice.
Oh.
And the other is, I will get into that.
Okay. I think I want us to go into your fears in terms of what's keeping you from not wanting to explore.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, is the season we're coming into going to affect the choices that you're going to make in terms of how things progress while you're mingling? Because
is it one of those, it's not love, it's winter type vibes. Yeah. No, because I have an electric blanket and a gas heater and warm pajamas. No, not at all. I think the seasons definitely don't affect it. I think summer affected for me.
Because you want to be in the streets.
Because I want to be in the streets. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling sexy. I'm not wearing anything, so why not? But no, this season, not so much. What was your question again? ADHD. There we go.
No, what I was asking was the mingling. You said you're scared of what's out there.
Yes, yeah.
So that's obviously affecting how eager you are to mingle.
Absolutely.
What is scaring you?
Do you see these people?
Do you hear the things?
Do you know how they look?
Do you see the tweets?
I'm calling it out.
Okay. She put out. Okay,
you get a fine.
I get a fine.
You get a fine.
I get a fine. I'll buy you guys something.
No, but I actually feel what you're saying because have you seen what's out there? Oh my God, there's a new tweet coming out about a new person every day.
Or in terms of the things that they're doing, the stories.
It's the
dynamic things that they're doing. Wasn't it another day they've got allegations, sexual assault allegations, they've got cheating allegations, they use Viagra, nothing wrong with that.
But also I'm like, nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, you are literally using, like you have ED, right?
Mm-hmm.
But instead of dealing with that, you're in the streets moving mad, thinking the level of attraction you have to the person is going to impact your performance, but it's like, babe, not.
It's in your head.
Get some help as well, like in terms of the condition that you're dealing with, because it's making you move mad.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. But I think for me, it's more so, having to expand. I mean, look, I have no problem with expanding that time and effort to sort of get to know people. I like that process, getting to know somebody. If I find you interesting enough, obviously. But yeah, I just feel like in my experience, so many people are getting into relationships and just become, we spoke about this, and just becoming their worst person.
Yay!
Like, how are you getting into a relationship?
Why is it not making you a better person? Because when you guys write those vows, you say it made you a better person, but we as your friends, we're experiencing crazy things, manichola.
And the worst part about it all is that uzo offloadela kum, ucele advice kum, ubuye kweso sidenge sakho.
Exactly.
Like, what is the point of it all?
What's happening?
Guys.
What is the point of it all? What are we doing? If you see a situation is not working for you, do not stay in it. Exactly. And maybe that is why we're single.
But you wanted to reverse back, to go back to the mistakes. So I'm back on you now. You mentioned that you would like to spin the block.
I would. But also, the spinning the block is not going to be an emotive thing.
Okay, it's a physical thing.
It's a physical thing. Yes, I think like the attraction is there, but the emotive element of it is lost because of maybe the fact that he's can I say it? So the emotive factor is not there at all.
How do you
compartmentalize?
Yes. So this is very. So I love people in the streets.
Because personally, I can't. I mean, I try it. I can do it, but it's short lived.
Okay.
But I'm very much a. I need to know you a bit better.
So you have to do it.
There must be an emotional
during
connection.
a hit and run.
Yes.
And then Guti, okay, cool. But if it's gonna be a repeat situation, you think
I need to get to know you.
The emotional is gonna start to affect things, or it's going to.
More like, in order for the physical attraction to really boom, the emotional has to take place. Unfortunately for me, I'm in my 30s now.
Like
I have to be honest about that. I'm like most of you guys, so I'm not gonna want to sleep with most of you guys either.
For sure. So with
how do you compartmentalize? It's okay. It's after 5.
Term,
we said we want to.
Oh, guys, I was writing emails the entire day. I was writing emails the entire day. But basically, my vibe right now is just separating the act from what's derived from the act.
So the artist from the art.
Yes, I just want the act. I don't want everything that's derived from it. I do not want aftercare. I do not want you to make me coffee. I do not want you to feed me. Get the fuck out of my house. I'm calling you an Uber if you're too broke. Please. Let me get my shit right. And then you're going.
So how do you communicate that to the other person?
You just have to be very blatant about it.
Yeah. When do you?
Before it happens.
From jump.
Before it happens. Because that's it. Let me tell you one thing about dating in winter. You will be on the apps.
Oh.
You will be on the apps. And there is an app that you know, that I know, that your man knows, that we stay on. But you just communicated, and I do like the casual nature of it. I mean, it is a bit soulless at times. I don't want to lie. Sometimes I be like, what the fuck am I even doing? Because I want, not even mid, after. But at the very same time, you just know the not the trauma per se, just the challenges that come with committing to a person. So maybe that's where my compartmentalization, said it phonetically, maybe that's where it comes from. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So have you found the emotive and all of that difficult to attain or difficult to maintain? Where do you find the most difficulty?
I think the difficult thing is maybe me attaining it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ima. No, I'm lying. The difficult thing is it coming intrinsically from me.
Ooh. Oh, so you're the problem.
I'm the problem in the situation. Attaining it is easy.
What created the problem? I'm really interested in this.
Oh, wow. Is it not growth? Is it not the ways of the childhood?
Okay, it always goes back to the childhood.
It does go back to the childhood. The way I saw love and how love was represented to me growing up was a bit... it wasn't the classiest, the cutest, the wowest, and shout out to the people that raised me. But in terms of romantic relationships, I do not think that they were the perfect example of what I wanted. And it's not on them also, because they were young and they definitely did not know what they're doing, but they navigated it, and it somehow worked with me and my younger brothers. But other than that, I just don't think that I don't think that I was ever made out for it. Danhlala no mama and and her friends, because my mom was the only one that was in a relationship with kids at the time.
She just like me.
She's just like you. You're the only one in the squad with children. So she'd take me to their little wine downs and stuff.
Yeah. And you share things and you're like, oh hell no.
So much.
I'm a daughter.
Also, you see a lot. You actually do see a lot. Fair. And as a child, you absorb all those things and they end up manifesting as a cooler.
And people think that just because you're a child, you're not digesting what's happening around you, and it's not impacting your view on things.
For sure.
But to take it back to the lightness, so there's this thing called the Winter Bay Industrial Complex, right? Some people will have a Winter Bay, and this person might be a freelancer. Sometimes they on probation, but then it strategically ends as soon as the leaves drop and we're looking at spring.
Yeah.
Some of them might be like a casual, as in like they just there for the weekend or the one time and then they're never there again. But there's different ways that people create this winter-based situation. Have any of you ever had somebody that was just for the winter time?
Last year, I think.
Did you go into it knowing that it was going to be that kind of situation, or did it just turn out?
It turned out.
So do you think they knew?
I think they knew because they were also not emotive, and that was perfect.
That is perfect.
So you don't ever seek.
That is ideal.
You don't ever. That's good. You're transparent and you're honest. There's no one that's gonna leave a comment being like, "Yeah, they did this to me."
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Like, it's purely physical. I don't think there is an emotive element to it. I do not think there was an emotive element from his side too. We just knew what we were doing, and we kept it at that. It's in a contract up. You're here to do that.
Google winter.
Are you looking for a new contractor?
No, we're in the fields right now. We're scouting. No, we're in the fields right now. We're scouting because, hey, Bawo, as you've said, it is bad out there. But also, I'm not going to go back to isn't a koyo, just to hold on to sweet nothings. Although I'm not looking for anything, but holding on to like...
But there's still something that is like fine for you, or the best situation. And if it's not that, then you don't want it.
I do not.
Misho?
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if I'm consistent enough to keep somebody just for like the winter. Oh my word. I've considered it. I think I've considered it. I've considered it. Definitely have considered it. Wanting somebody, for the winter time, just some keep me, occupied and warm, whatever that means. But like I said, in all these situations, I've always just had a heater, electric blanket, but also just never really wanted somebody around in that way. Not never. I mean, I definitely have had those moments, but in the wintertime, not so much. I'm too busy with my, with my winter woes, seasonal affective depression.
Oh, so your winter woes, because some people's winter woes...
I'm not trying to be around no nigga.
Or woes push them towards like a person or
when I'm going through stuff, I don't want to. I don't want to have. I don't want to have anybody around. I definitely don't want to have niggas around. I especially don't want to have niggas that want to play games.
Are also free rangers.
That are also free rangers, moving mad, and also are not honest.
Because also there's the thing, right, where it's like, you're raising something quite interesting and unique to me as a heterosexual woman because of the dynamics that exist between a heterosexual woman and a heterosexual, or I'm assuming, heterosexual man, where there's always some level of deception coming from the man's side. So for the relationship or conversations to be as transparent as what you're laying out here is not something that I think can exist for us as heterosexual women, because and then go
because like, even if you are being upfront, I can tell you for sure that's definitely been my struggle in a lot of these sort of situations. You will be like, listen, I'm an upfront person, and you live that being upfront. You communicate. You say like, listen, this is the chat. This is the case. And they will insist on wanting to they can convince you one, but they insist on like reading between the lines. I said this thing, and that's exactly what I mean. There's no underlying nothing. Why are you panicking because I mentioned the word romance? You say, oh no, you mentioned certain words. Now someone is panicking internally. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not what we talk about. That is not what we spoke about.
Do you ever experience that?
I cannot.
Even though you've communicated. Do you find that there's a different dynamic when it's a queer relationship? And
I actually think that it happens because, again, men want to convince
man is always the problem.
Like, the man is the problem. They want to convince you otherwise. Like, yo, dog, Amachita will want to sway you into a direction that they do not even want to be in.
Yes, but just because they want to move you away from the path that you've clearly defined.
Listen,
what is it that makes them do that?
I do not understand. Into one, and I understand you, is that you will come. You will tell me that, okay, Mbuso, I'll tell you that, hey, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 from this interaction. And you're like, maybe 5 and 6 would be quite nice. And once I start presenting 5 and 6, you revert. You actually turn around completely,
and
do a full 180.
Because they
no, you're panic. What are you panicking about?
You didn't.
Bitch, you said it.
You did not want me to tell you that I love you. Did not want that.
But you're the one that brought it onto the table.
Exactly. So I do not understand what it is with that.
Yeah.
I think to them, like, it's a game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I 100%.
That's one of the reasons why I struggle.
So early that this thing is a game, and you can be with someone. Like I've been with my partner for 12 years or whatever, but we've had incidents where I'm like, do you,
nigga, like, what are you doing?
Are you trying to be a nigga? Like, are you trying to be a man? Right? Like, what are you? Go speak to yourself in the corner so that like you can come back to your senses about what's happening right now, because they will do that, and I think it's because they conditioned to be deceptive.
Yes.
It's like they won't be upfront and say, for instance, if you're saying, okay, I'm just trying to have like a winter situation. I know I've been off the streets for some time, but I'll be hearing from the people. But like you're saying, okay, this is what I want. I want a winter situation. We're just having fun right now in this way. And they will literally, like Mbuso was saying, convince you that, no, this could actually last for longer than this. We're having such a great time. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, let me consider it too. But then the problem with these rats is that they have genuinely...
The ones from, and not the ones from the hantavirus
ones.
Yes. Yes.
You guys.
Not the ones from Alex. Love you, babies. But they will literally be like... From the beginning, when you mentioned this thing that this is what I want, they had already told themselves, I can convince them of other things that, as you correctly pointed out, they're not interested in, but they just want to shire you.
I think for me, it's also just the projection of projecting wanting more than what I've stated I wanted.
No, for sure.
If there's something that I also struggle with, it's that one where now, you know, I've come in and said, listen, this is all I want. And now, you know, someone is projecting this thing of like, no, you want more. Even if I want more, I don't want more with you. How about it? How about that?
that? I don't think you can give me that more.
Yeah, I've struggled a great deal with men who want to project that onto me, who want to project like, no, you have feelings. Yes, I may have feelings for you, but those are not the feelings I want to act on. For me personally, I can definitely have feelings for somebody.
And they are not all valid.
They're not all valid. No, because I've assessed that no.
That actually opens up my next question.
Yes.
My next question. So it might not be necessarily based on like winter, the season itself, but a winter. Like maybe you're experiencing extreme loneliness. Maybe you've just had a loss in a certain way. You've just had a breakup, or you've had like you're having a shitty time at work.
Yeah.
But like, has there been a time where a winter or a previous winter has made you make a decision in terms of the like relations with another that you look back at and you're like, that was quite questionable?
Not on my end. I have nothing from my side, simply because I think in terms of being sexually aware, I'm very like Jazazi. I took a break from 2020 to like 2024.
Yeah.
Celibacy.
Yep.
Amazing. How was that?
Top
it
one.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I will not lie, but also it was the trenches because 4 years yonke of not like being touched physically is a bit crazy. But I do want to say that I realized that maybe sex is trivial.
Yeah.
What was the motivation, if I may ask? If you don't want to talk about it, it's chill.
My gran had just died.
Grief.
I went on a grinded date, and that man turned out to be my aunt's friend. I was like, oh. Maybe we should put this down.
Yeah, put the pins down.
Yeah.
Pick up the pens, put down the pins.
Put down the pins.
That's literally what I did.
They are copyrights, huh?
Yes.
So.
So I literally put the lentuzana down and picked up the pen. I focused on my education.
Yes.
I focused on being present with my family. I focused on like dealing with the fact that we are dying as a planet.
Listen.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Did you have great clarity during that 4 years? What has the difference in physical behavior or activity made now compared to really?
There's been none whatsoever. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go there and say, I regret taking that break or I regret taking that time. I really do not. I enjoyed having that moment to myself.
Yeah, it served that purpose at that time.
It served that purpose at that time. But now that I'm back outside, oh baby.
Shut up. No, I get it. I get it. I mean, I usually take like very long periods of not sort of dating and you know, all of that. So I mean, and obviously that usually includes some
not engaging and indulging.
In you know, in
sin.
You know, living in sin. No. But for me, I definitely have had questionable, you know, where I'm like,
Babe, we should not have done that.
We maybe shouldn't have done that. Or like maybe your motivations were a bit, like you were not following yourself.
Yes.
You know, you were maybe trying to elicit something from that other person or elicit some kind of feeling, even from yourself, perhaps. And so usually I think that's why if I do find myself attracted to somebody, I definitely like think about it for a bit. Like, okay,
what's happening?
Do I really want to do this? Like, is this something I really want to pursue? Is this something I really want to make time for? Usually the answer is no. Usually the answer is no because just not, you know, very much eligible. It's difficult to speak about dating because like I kind of do date, but I don't really date. Like I'm not like out in the streets, you know, like going on dates and stuff. I don't want to go on dates.
Not on the apps.
Yeah, I'm not on the apps. I tried the apps some years back and they did what they needed to at the time, but I think like what you're saying, sometimes you're busy scrolling that.
You're scrolling.
You know, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that thing again. But your pictures are terrible. At least stimulate me visually. Here I am giving you gorgeous, you know, clear HD photos and you giving me this thing with dust all over it.
Okay. This is important. Before you get into your thing, we need a guide for what, like, specifications in terms of minimum basic requirements for what images should look like on the apps.
Not gym pictures.
Not that blue grading that is in those pictures.
Is it chrome or
no? Are you chrome? Anti-chrome layer.
What is it called? The one that makes it cold.
Yes, the one that makes it cold. As a photos as a mall. Oh, baby.
The angle.
Gets me off.
The selfie angle. What are you doing? That uncle
is it the
angle?
dad uncle angle?
Yeah, that one.
Sometimes there are nice pictures like that, and I will.
No, but that is talking about. I think that's a KINK.
And what is that?
Because that angle is horrendous, Mbuso.
That's a terrible angle.
It depends on how beautiful you are, because we don't click like angle.
But also, with the angle comes the smudged, the
smudged camera.
So please let it be clear. How about it?
Also, try yourself in those pictures. Like,
about it?
Give yourself a chance. That's what I'm saying.
Some personality or what?
Your lips.
Outside of personality, bawo, as I'm as lotion, bawo.
Yeah, like I'm looking fly. Let me.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, those pictures need to be very enticing, and even outside of the pictures, your profile needs to speak to me fully. Like,
okay, even the copywriting in terms of the bio.
Not even the copywriting, but like, are you? I'm so sorry, and this might be very egregious. Is there an education factor in there? Is there an employment factor in there? If there isn't, is there something that you are trying to do? And I understand that we live in a country where unemployment is quite hard. I do love seeing a bio that says hustler.
A hustler is gonna put you through the most.
But the
ambition is to scam you.
And actually, you know,
and if unscamile, it means that upangele for that day. I do not mind.
You put in your hours.
Like,
you put in your hours.
Where's your chase list?
No, because
I saw that screenshot that was giving homosexuality, like the one let's move in together or something. What?
That's also something I wanted to warn against, guys. Now that we're talking about these
especially in winter,
please, my
because
dears,
you will find someone living with you,
and especially women, guys. Women,
they want to know that you are single, you work in finance, you have a car, you stay alone.
Jonga, let me
You've
tell
got a Coach bag already so that they don't have to buy it.
Let me tell you one thing that you guys need to be careful of. Especially Jogos or Banda. Don't let that loneliness make you a fool.
Please.
Because there will be someone who will swindle the hell out of you. And I think
there's always someone ready.
There's someone ready.
Always.
Outside of it being a Gautini, Jonga mtase, abantu baphangele ngaphandle.
Yay.
And kuyophangelwa ngenhliziyo yakho.
Oh my gosh.
No, guys. Yeah, no, some people, they wake up with that thing of,
who can I swindle today?
Your day.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you have a nigga living in your house, wearing your gowns, using your E45.
Oh, hell no.
Your pastry.
Your pastry.
Oh, no.
He has your
Wi-Fi.
You're providing for two now.
No.
Also, like, I think Nalanto comes from loneliness, but there's also an element of desperation. Like, super desperate to banjwa ngenkani. Like, cause
police station.
Maybe, I don't know.
Cause I'm
but I think obviously that interesting.
Try something.
Yeah, I don't know. Play with yourself. Yeah, maybe, guys. Like
you have options.
You have options. If it's pleasure that perhaps you're seeking out, like maybe
there are so many options.
Yeah.
Technology is so advanced.
It's so advanced.
Them roses.
What do you mean
bouquets.
that I am going to feel tingles from the sensation from pressing a button on my phone?
No, guys.
Something that no nigga will ever do for me. Okay, for you guys, because do
they even like no.
So, the word on the streets is that technology is beating the niggas.
I mean, as it should, because really, guys, why do you want a man in your house? Personally, I don't want a man in my house.
She really
for longer than a week.
She really
even a week is a long time.
If there's one person,
a week is even a long time.
If there's one person,
I don't want a man in my house.
I would be shocked if they got caught slipping. Is Misha? I'll be like, that person is muti.
Listen,
they are a fake prophet. They are doing the most.
They're working. They spoke to my family members and they're working me because I don't want a man in my house. I'm gonna be very honest because I want to be free in my house, and I especially want to be free in winter. Imagine now there's this man in my house 24/7 wearing my gown, walking around. He's even dragging. He's even dragging
like
his feet.
Also heavenly.
Shh. You're making a noise while I'm in my meetings. When now you're sitting there, you've got on my Medihill face mask while I'm grinding.
Working for us.
Please. I cannot have that. I don't want a man in my house. Go and work. We'll see each other in the evening. I don't want none of that. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. No.
I'm actually with Misha on this one.
No.
I'm sorry.
So criteria number one for eligible candidates that might be listening on this if they want to audition for a spot, because you said you're in the field busy at top billing auditions. What must they know they have before they even dare to approach?
I think the first thing for me would always be, are you confident enough? Because
for all
I
this.
am I'm a boisterous personality. That is very forward, very loud.
That's a great point.
Yes,
sure.
Don't come try make me small.
Yeah, don't try come make me small. And I think by someone will be like, yo, you intimidate me. Because
and why would you even verbalize that?
So weird. It's so funny
because that's a weird play.
It's so
that is a weird play, and they do that.
Oh, you guys don't have
even people like approaching you as a friend.
Yeah. I was so intimidated. Come on, get out of here.
If you wanna come to me, come straight.
Yeah.
Come man. Come as a man.
Come brave. Yeah. No, come brave.
No,
you're 100% right.
Like hit me up. Be like, yo, dog, I'm feeling you. I like your vibe. And I'll be like, I like your vibe too. Let's see what we can work out of this.
Yeah.
Other than that, don't come at me with like those weird angles about no, don't do that whole thing. Like, come correct.
Come as you are. Come as you are. I think I agree with you on that one. For me, that's definitely a criteria right at the top. Don't come one with an intention of making me feel small, because I think it's definitely something I don't think I struggle with it necessarily. I think the rest of you struggle with it. Me and my personality, we are going to be like this forever.
Forever. We are going to be big.
We are going to be big. We are meant for big things. My life is very big. And I'm also very certain of my, or rather I present as somebody who's certain and quite sure in themselves. And so a lot of the times, you know how men are, they want to, sort of make you feel small. They maybe...
Or start chewing away.
Yeah, start chipping away at
big
that.
Figure and
it's
then
like, you don't know
trying
who
to
I
figure
am.
out how they can humble you.
And it's like, I'll chip away at you first. That's the part you guys don't understand. I'm like, that's the part. And I always get so bored because I'm like, I think that's why I struggle so much with this dating world, because I'm like,
chip away at you first is crazy.
So many people just want to play these games. And I'm like,
come
stop.
get her.
And once you start winning the game, you become the bad guy.
I don't think we should be playing the game. I don't believe in playing the game, especially as a woman.
I don't like playing the game.
Do not play the game.
I
It's
can be very
patriarchy,
malicious. And I'm not saying that in like a braggy way. But
No. I'm nasty.
bad.
I'm nasty. That's why I'm like, I'll chip away at you first. Like, you will be the one leaving here small, not me.
I think
Smaller.
I think that is actually the second point.
Yeah.
Susanga games.
Exactly.
Susanga games.
Because I'm the
We can play Dinketo. We can do that.
Literally, because if you're gonna come, you're gonna win this game, my baby, you'll be in your group chat crying to
because
your
I'm
friends.
gonna leave.
Literally.
That's also my thing. I'm like, guys, I'm not gonna necessarily
I'm
play
gonna
a
take
game.
my ball and go home.
I'm actually just gonna go home. I don't need to be here. I do not need to be. If you want to play games, and I've said I don't want to play games, I'm actually just gonna up and
It's
go.
like that guy that's currently unraveling right now
Oh yeah.
because of that situation with the one musician and their partner.
Ooh.
And apparently he started cheating first.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah.
she did the things and now he's not
unraveling.
coping. But yeah, so don't play games because sometimes you'll find people who can really play.
Who are
And
experts
some of us
at the game.
Some of us are chronics. Chronic medications. Okay.
Big up hands special for when.
Hey, I go to therapy and I work on myself for the good of everybody else.
The only thing that will stop a Mbuso is the doctors
Literally.
and the nurses
and myself,
So
and that's
be careful.
please, guys. Yeah, I think there's that. Like, just be upfront, be normal.
Yeah, that's a very important thing because people are interested.
Yeah, no, and especially these days, I think everybody. We've always been saying it. Everybody's losing their minds.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like
Everybody's getting red pilled. Everybody's getting. So now you're gonna you're coming with all of. Please. Just
And also, okay, yeah.
no.
No, because I was also going to say, just let the thing be the thing.
Yes. Why does it have to be like something else? And why does it have to be in such a sly manner?
Yeah, there's a lot of slyness on not letting the thing be the thing.
It's okay for it to be a conversation, for people to sit, and say, you know what? Actually, let's maybe take this further. It's okay for that to be the case. It doesn't have to be this whole thing. I don't know if you guys don't get enough excitement at work or in your life that now you get into a relationship with someone and you wanna replicate things that are just that
don't belong there.
That don't belong there. Like, why can't you just be a normal person in a relationship? Just be normal. Treat people with respect. Try and be as loving, as caring as possible. Because when we say love, also
people
seems
think,
like,
I want you to marry me.
Mind you,
first of all,
it will also be a Christian man being all like, but Jesus said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. That
Literally.
means that lady you're knocking boots with. That means that lady you're knocking boots. You love her as well,
But my chat also, especially when it comes to the winter dating, let's keep it what it is.
Let's keep it what it is.
Let's keep it
Yes,
what it
yes,
is.
yes.
You're not here to do too much. And again, you did say if it does become too much, let's explore.
Yeah.
Let's explore or let's cut
Skedaddle.
it off. But
let's be
other than that,
decisive
Yeah.
in terms of what we're,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Must be decisive.
Yeah.
Maybe contractual.
Yeah. And stick to the terms. Stick to the terms as well.
sure.
I think stick to the terms, particularly around, if you say you are compassionate. Okay, are you compassionate?
Be compassionate.
You must be compassionate.
Don't let it be theory, because
exactly.
there are so many times
guys.
where we cheapen who we are by just being about the theory, and there's so little action.
Yeah,
for sure.
There is so little action.
Yeah.
So
with such small capacity for care, such small capacity for kindness, for love, it's just guys. Put the things you say into practice. Don't just talk. It's easy to talk. It's so easy to talk.
And hold yourself to the same standard that you hold others to.
Absolutely,
And
that is my golden key. Yeah,
accountability.
Yeah.
Sufuna into ongazofuna yenziwe kuwe, yenziwe komnye umuntu. Like, don't do that. I think that's where the crux of isgezo comes in. Also, like the element of ugeza comes in from that angle, and I do not think that is a good thing.
And also, it's because it's like, why do you think you can do that?
Some
to
of
me?
you are sick.
I think that's when I get really crazy. When somebody
100%.
thinks that they can dare.
100%. That's really it. Really,
in any situation,
it gets me out of me.
Try humiliating me, my friend. I will show you.
Listen,
I will suicide bomb myself.
I'm always saying, just to get rid of you.
You will never humiliate me and have me just take that.
And it's just so strange how common it is, and how the other person will be on the receiving end of the shame, when it's like, it's supposed to be you we should be shaming. You are trying to get something for yourself. You're getting a fill from other people, from taking from other people, and it's like, you're actually a parasite. You're a leech. Like, you come and you take, you take and you take and you take, and you siphon. I think that's also quite something important, guys. If you are approaching these situations, even if it's a casual thing, it's not every day being a savage.
Yes.
Turn that off. Act with kindness. Act with integrity.
Necessary for survival.
Unless it's necessary.
Then
exactly. But have some integrity. Have some character. Why do you want to be a wild animal just because you are not going to have a committed relationship?
I think people are very unhealed. First of all,
guys, too many people.
People do not understand the effect of ukuzazi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so important to be anchored in yourself.
Exactly. Because that is why njengoba anchored in myself, that is why I was present a conversation. Like, I can have a conversation with a person and tell them that, hey, this is what I am looking for. But because you haven't found yourself, you haven't sort of like
started
yourself exploring who you really are, you're gonna come with that bullshit. And mistake yako is that uzofika stopping apha kum.
Because
like, the
driver
buck stops here.
Rafulusa will offload you.
So I think that then leads me to, if you had to give a younger Mbuso, a younger Misho, because I think that's who's most important in these situations, as we have these conversations about these things and we think about them, to prevent or sort of give a word about an experience that they don't necessarily need to have, because we've had it, and that's why we talk about all these things.
Yeah.
What would be your winter survival guide in terms of them navigating a relationship during a winter? And what would you have to say in terms of making it the most comfortable experience for you?
Yeah.
If you had to look back and give yourself advice.
I think for me, it would be just be yourself. Like, be yourself. Because I think younger me, I think I didn't understand myself probably the way I do now, and why I maybe react in certain ways or don't react, at all. And so for the longest time, I think I struggled in romance because I didn't present how a woman is normally expected to present. And that then, brings up allegations of being like, oh, you're cold, and, all of these things, and like, oh no.
Why are you looking for a specific warmth from me? Go get it. There are babes who are radiating it.
If you're looking at me and you're shivering, go away. So for me, I think it's that to say, you know what, just accept yourself.
Fully.
Accept yourself. Do not get caught up in identity crises. know yourself
because
know
of
yourself.
others.
Yes,
also.
because of others.
Like, don't be questioning
Yeah.
you.
Because when it was just me, I was like, yeah, no, I'm like, I know I'm warm, I know I'm loving, I know I'm all of these things because that's everybody else's experience. But I'm in a relationship every single time. Now someone is talking about I'm cold because I didn't hug you a little bit, or I didn't tell you I miss you. Please, guys.
It's very difficult for us to miss people.
So we keep saying about that thing, those 4 words that, you know,
the ADHDs.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's not even it's not even a case of like maybe
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah,
it's actually
and it's not about you.
It's not. Don't personalize it.
Don't internalize it as
honestly. But that would be it for me. Be yourself, back yourself. You know,
and do it as yourself.
Do it as yourself. Like,
it's so important. Don't leave yourself behind in the thing.
No, don't leave yourself behind in the thing. Don't try and be somebody else so somebody else can be like, no, you know what? She was actually warm from the beginning. If you saw me and you experienced me as cold, leave it like that. Leave it like that. It's fine.
I'm hearing your chat now, and I think my answer stems from that.
Yeah.
Like, know who you are. Be yourself.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I would not necessarily describe myself as the daft, but like,
Mm.
without sounding like a loser. The designated ugly fat friend.
Okay. Whoa,
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
We need to outlaw that. That's something we need to.
That's another entire
dismantle.
episode.
No, like, so basically I was this gay amongst girls. So the thorn amongst the roses. And everyone would get picked, and then I'd be left with the person who was meant to just speak to me to keep me entertained. And
but
stuff
they
like
might
that.
have actually been interested, or what? What was the experience?
No, sometimes
this is an
it's
entire
just
episode.
the sacrificial lamb shame.
Yes, yeah.
Sometimes it's just the sacrificial lamb. And honestly, at that point, I would have thought that I was getting picked, but no, babe, you're not. Like, there's a bigger agenda beyond you. So I would always
kind of fire you people that
like,
do that.
Misogyny is a crazy thing.
It's a very crazy concept. So younger me used to do the most to get attention. Younger me used to sort of like cheapen myself to get that attention. And guys, so I used to cheapen myself to get favor. And at some point I was just like, hey, bawo. And if someone is going to gravitate to you, and if someone is going to come to you with the energy that you deserve, they are going to do it in a way that is pure. They're going to do it in a way that serves you, that enriches you.
Only taking from you.
Because literally at that entire moment, it was chipping away from me. I ended up not recognizing myself. Also, this was before the break, by the way. So the things I would definitely say to you, Mbuso, is, my babe, you're more than enough.
Relax.
Yeah, like relax.
Take it easy. yeah. And don't cheapen yourself for some nut.
It's not that deep.
It's not that
really
deep.
Not that deep.
But I think we need to. I've said this multiple times.
Yeah.
Have another episode.
Absolutely.
About quite a few of the things that were touched on today. I think the sexual health and how we explore our sexuality and engaging in sex is a very important conversation
for sure.
to have. So I think that's definitely something we need to come back and talk about. But also the different positions that we play within friendships and how we've cheapened ourselves to get attention or feel equal or normalize situations that just didn't make sense is another really important conversation to have.
Very serious one,
But I think for now we're literally gonna wrap up. I always love having a question for us and for the listeners. I think the winter survival kit was supposed to be that, but it went a bit deep. So if you had 3 things that you could say to someone for them to survive this winter in the context of this conversation, what would they be? And to the people who are listening at home or driving to or from work or driving or riding to varsity, what are the 3 things that you think would help you cope this winter in reference to this conversation?
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. electric blankets. Get warm, y'all.
She said technology.
Get warm, please.
Women in STEM.
Another technology, the toys.
Yeah.
If need be, the toys, my dear.
Toys before boys.
Please, I'm begging. The toys. And a side quest. Find a side quest this winter, actually, so that, you know, because maybe you're sitting there and you're thinking, no, like maybe I just need, you know, to be up under somebody. And it's like, maybe you just need to expand your energy and transmute it into creativity. I don't know, you know, make some art. I don't know, something, do something.
Like
I don't know.
We need to have this conversation, but we need to bring someone who's extremely sex positive, because I think these three people here are very much about doesn't matter. And I think sometimes that can actually be perceived as like us being prudes. And I think we need to platform different voices, but also like have these conversations with the diversity in the room. But thank you, Misho.
Yes.
Mbuso. I just had to say that bit because I don't want anyone feeling
you guys will be like,
any
they're
level
so
of shame
boring.
or whatever.
I feel ashamed, but you know, the only thing I'll ever shame
also
you for
chased
is
pleasure. You know,
honestly, there's
What would
only
you
one
shame
thing I'll
people for?
ever shame people for. Subas denge. This goes out to boys and girls. Like Sanubas is denge in relationships. Oba into is not serving you. Please get the fuck out of it before ikutye and ikuthe ingqondo. That's my only thing. Like I'm not a shameful person, but I'm very judgmental when it comes to ubudenge. Yes.
And deliberate, like chosen.
Like it's so chosen.
We're not being ableist. It's like you've chosen.
Just a quick digress.
And actually, just because somebody is stupid, you know,
when I'm foolish, I've chosen it.
Nyaboe mentioned it yesterday. She said, just because someone is stupid doesn't mean they're not malicious. Just because they're stupid doesn't mean they're not
sure.
And don't let the malice exist at your palace.
Okay.
Don't be malicious towards yourself.
Exactly.
Major.
Because that's what ubudenge is.
It literally is, because sometimes you actively go out and you choose. If I'm telling myself by it's silly season, I have chosen to be silly. I've chosen to be naughty.
Yeah.
But other than that, my three things.
Yes.
My three things are get on PrEP if you're not on PrEP.
Yes. Yes. Very important.
I'd also suggest like getting tested.
Yes.
Very important.
Because I'm not saying that we're going to go around having sex with people and we're doing it like unprotected, because there are other things beyond that, you know. But get on PrEP. If you're not on PrEP, get on ARVs. If you're not on ARVs, like do something for your sexual health. Yeah. Please. Condomize. That's number one. Take care of your sexual health. Number two, take care of your emotional side. If you're going to go into those winter things, you know, if you're a week, like,
God, your humanity.
Like, by the day that I love you, please block me. That is a boundary. I said, the one going
because you might slip. You know yourself.
And if I'm tired of him, just send it, I love you.
So that's a block.
Because I'm not a confrontational person. But yeah, if you know that you're a person who's very flaky emotionally, please guard yourself. Please guard your heart. Yeah. And then lastly, have as much fun as you possibly can. Like,
if you're gonna indulge
fully. Yeah. And don't feel ashamed to be enjoying.
Enjoy
Get
it.
cracked.
And also please wash your sheets, wash your beds. So Shaka's about was this cha-cha. Oh, I'm not trying to be laying on someone's rinsers. No.
And with that,
thank you very much, Mbuso, for joining us today. Where can the people find you? What do you want the people to know? But Mbuso will definitely be back. Yes.
Okay, crazy part is that I started listening to this podcast in university, so it's a bit full circle to find myself here. I had a podcast in 2020 that was inspired by this one.
Oh my gosh.
So it's quite crazy to be here.
But that's what we said. We said this season we want more of our community's voice on here, because a lot of people message us and have conversations with us, and we feel that the things that you have to say are as amazing as what we feel we have to say here. So let's all benefit from it. And this is that coming to life, which is really amazing.
No, that's great. Ndiyabulela. Mbuso ningamfumana phi?
Yeah, DJ, not just like the other DJing, but actually DJing. Like not in the sheets, but in the streets.
DJ in the streets, DJ in the sheets. I'm everywhere. I'm omnipresent.
Exactly.
But yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I don't want to give you my Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, M6USO. Yeah, that's about it. I think I'm a very fun person on IG, but like I'm also keeping it quite closed.
So they'll find you here when you come back.
And you can find me here when I get back. I'm also outside, guys.
In the streets, say hi.
If you're at Club AM, you'll probably see me. If the Royale. R.I.P. cutie.
R.I.P. cutie.
Yeah, that's where you would have found me. But other than that, I wasn't from anywhere else other than here. And
all right. Thank you so much, Mbuso. Thank you, Risho. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Listen on Spotify. Leave your comments. I am really loving the comments everywhere. And if you would like to be like Mbuso and join us, let us know and we can decide on what we should speak on. There are people who have consistently been a part of our community for close to like 10 years now.
Yeah, for sure.
So please, we really, really want to share the space with you and we want to create whatever this is with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.